All right, and test taker resources. But some are, I think, redundant, but either way, make sure you go through all these steps so you understand what's going on. And test taker quick fixes. Okay, cleaning cache and cookies. So when Chrome is not allowing unallocs extension, if the Chrome is doing weird, then you want to just delete the browsing data or cookies from history. Or from the privacy and security section. Okay, so that's what it's telling. All right, so that's where you're going to find your unalloc service. Module 1. So the materials are consist of modules. So module 1, module 2, all the way to module 7, I believe. Okay, so each module has objectives and the Excel skills that we're going to learn. And then we're going to have assignment, quizzes, and discussion. As not all modules have a discussion, but some modules have discussions. Okay. So for example, here, module 1, here's the Excel skills that we need to know. I'm going to just kind of zoom in a little bit. How to navigate through the workbook and worksheets, how to insert, rename worksheets, move worksheets, and enter text, date, numbers, how to use sum, count functions. I think that's the only functions that we're going to see in module 1, although we have so many other functions we need to know. And copy, paste formulas, move or copy, delete, how to print workbook. Workbook is a Excel file. I think they will use it kind of interchangeably. Worksheets are just, each page. And save a workbook with the new file name, font, how to enter formulas, showing data format in terms of currency, accounting format, how to use format painter, workbook theme. Themes are more like a templates, consist of different fonts, different colors, how to use conditional formatting. Is it module 1? Yeah, it is. Okay. And set print area, insert page break, and basically how to work with um, print preview and different views in Excel. And then what I have is I add it as a extra because some of these things, if you look at it, some of are kind of shortcut. How to use those, keyboard shortcut combination. There's copy, Control C, Control V, save, undo. So that what we introduce in face-to-face class, navigating worksheets. So rather than just you can scroll, we use Control Home on the keyboard, Control G, navigate specific skills. So that's something, you don't have to know all, but I think it's pretty handy if you know those the keystrokes, especially Control C, Control V, and Control Z and Y and things like that. But again, you don't have to do it because you can always use your mouse. So So that's kind of overview. But in terms of actual, let's take a look at assignment, by the way, okay? Assignment 1. So here's how assignment goes like. So you go through textbook, then look at the video, right? Then you take on the assignment. The assignment consists of usually 2 case problems, okay? At the end of chapter, at the end of module from the textbook, then you go to these pages, okay? Page 1-62, page 1-63, there you'll find case problem 1, just like that. The other one is case problem 2, starting from next page, which is 1-63, okay? Then you go through steps, then you save it, save the file as a new file name as indicated. Then you submit it to this area right here. Add a file, just click that. Then you just click My Computer, download, and click Upload. Then once again, you click Submit button. Then your submission will be completed. Then you have a confirmation as well. Okay. So that's how you're going to submit your assignments. But let's open up this first assignment and see what kind of data file we have. Here we go. So data file, what we have is cross-state trucking. So this information about some data set goes for truck drivers. So they record all those mileages and the starting location, delivery location, then the starting mileage, ending mileage, how many hours driven, gallons, the gasoline actually used, or diesel, or whatever, and price per gallon, and so forth. So based on this data, we're going to calculate, I think some of those, for example, because we have beginning mileage, ending mileage, then we're going to find how many miles actually driven. So it's going to ask you calculate those differences, ending, adding to this J column J. So I don't have this instruction right away, but uh, I don't know how to enter the, well, I think let's just say miles, okay? Then we're gonna find the miles between beginning and ending equals ending minus beginning. So that'll give us 476 miles. Right? So that's basically how you're gonna fill out this worksheets. Again, you read those the directions from the textbook, then you give you step-by-step instructions. All right, and again, insert your name in the header, right? So before you do all those things, you go to header. I'm going to click right here, page layout at the bottom, right here. We have 3 views: normal view, page layout view, and this is page break view. So go to page layout view. Somehow it's too small. Then you click header section. So you're going to enter your name there. Okay. Then you don't have to change, but you can change normal view. But in the normal view, as you can see at the top, you don't have your header, right? So that's the difference between normal view and page layout view. Okay. So every time you need to insert your name in the header from page layout view. All right, let's see any questions we may have. All right, any questions so far? No questions?
Dr. Park, you mentioned in the email the
Mhm.
another option for adding the header. Can you show us through the insert tab as well how to
Oh,
do the
sure.
header? Thank you.
Okay, you go. Great. So you go to insert, and you look for, because it's pretty much crowded here, a lot of options, but you go text group right here. So depending on how large your screen is, my screen is a little limited because I'm using like a 15-inch laptop. But if you have a really large screen, I think you'll see it right away, but you need to click text. Then there you have header and footer. Okay. Header and footer in the text group. And there you go, it goes to the header section. So it's probably just easier you go to page layout at the bottom, right? Because you have a normal view, page layout view, and the other view. All right. Good question. Any other questions? And in terms of Excel, if this is your very first time taking Excel, I think it's a very good idea go through page by page. I think it has about 40 pages, but some of them are just kind of explaining things, explaining how to use. But the main thing you need to do is just go through highlighted steps that you can achieve. Okay, so that's very important. Go through entire module again if this is your first time. Then you can just take a look tutorial video that I posted. And you still have a question, you can always let me know so that I can help you out. And in terms of those function, new functions in this module, sum and count, right? So let's say I completed this miles column, okay? Because miles column has just subtraction, right? H5. Let me show you formula view. This is kind of normal view, but I'm going to change it to formula view. From here, it'll show all the formulas entered in these worksheets, especially this column J I just entered. How are you going to show this formula view? You can just use your keyboard control and tilde, kind of the wave thing that's at the top. You press at the same time. And this is the normal view. This is the formula view. You can go back and forth. So you can check your formulas just like that. So from here, you can see your formulas, what kind of formulas you entered or others entered if you receive those Excel files. So idea is again, we're going to insert some function at the bottom because we have a bunch of miles in column J kind of accumulated. So some, then you can enter manually like a J5 to, what is it, J25. J5 to J25, just like that. Or, well, some people prefer a different way. Some people just highlight, okay, like you can highlight bottom up, doesn't matter. J5, J25, this way. Okay, so there are multiple ways to insert a function. And here we go. Okay, so that's the sum. Right? And also in module 1, we have count function. So count number of items. Sum is just adding those numbers, but count is just counting items. For example, from a particular column, right? So let's do that. Well, let's just leave it. Then we're going to count different column. Let's see. These are the, okay. When you use count function, you cannot count those cells containing texts, right? So we cannot use count on column E or F. You can enter here column D to count number of items. For example, equals count 21, as you can see, right? Oops, there, right? So count uh, number of cells basically in column D. And if you try to count again this here, column E, which is just text, it's not going to work. But you can use count function onto column G, H, because those are number driven. Okay. So those are the two functions introduced in module 1, sum and count function. All right. Other than that, I think you're going to see pretty much division, subtraction, or pretty much simple calculations that you're going to do. Okay. So any question, comments?
Can you tell us again how you go from like regular view to the formula view?
Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. So I'm in formula view. Okay. Let me. So this is a combination you need to type it in. On your keyboard, press Control and this wave, we call it tilde, at the same time. Then it's going to change it to different view. Go back and forth. Got it?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Great. Or you can go to this toolbar. Let's see, where is it? Buried. Kind of buried here. Different view, I believe. Data. Sometimes hard to find particular items. I think it's under view. Formula view. No. Well, I'll find it next time. Any other questions? So do we know why we supposed to do in assignment 1, right? All right, great. Okay then. If you're good, I think this is it for today. And if you have any questions, kind of not sure what to do with assignments, just let me know. Okay, I'll try to help you out as quickly as possible. Okay.
I have one question.
Yes.
When will we meet again at 8 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah. That's under syllabus. Let's go
Oh,
to
sorry.
syllabus. Let's see. Trying to open up syllabus now. There you go. 17,
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
then 24, and so forth. Right. So I'm trying to
Thank
hold it every Thursday, every Wednesday, but probably we're gonna skip one of these days. But,
Okay, perfect.
right.
Thank you.
All right. No problem. All right. Anything else? Okay then. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye bye. You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you. Thank
Bye bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.